Today we are going to learn one new topic. Our topic name is structure of plant. In this topic we are going to see different parts of plant. Plants are categorized, basically plants are categorized into two groups, flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Flowering plants means the plants which containing the flower, and non-flowering plants means plants which do not containing the flower. So in this topic we will see flowering plants, structure of flowering plants. So here I already draw one figure of plant. Okay, in this plant is categorized into two parts, mainly two parts. This is first and this is second. So that this part is known as the shoot system. Shoot system. And this part is known as the root system. So this is the root system. Okay. Now that shoot system is present above the ground level. That shoot system present above the ground level, and this root system present below the ground level. Okay, that means roots are present under the ground. So we will see our first point, roots. First point, roots. Okay. Now the diagram of root is generally look like this. Okay, this is the main root. This is known as the main root, and these are known as the lateral root. These are the lateral root, or we can say that root hairs also. On that lateral root, small hair-like structures are present. So these are known as the root hairs. Okay. So this is the diagram of root. Okay, which is present below the ground level. Now we will see point wise. What is root? Roots are present below the ground. That means we can say that roots are positively geotrophic. Roots are positively geotrophic. That means roots present below the ground. Geo means ground or land. So roots are positively geotrophic. Again we can say that roots are positively hydrotrophic. Roots are positively hydrotrophic. It means that roots develop under the ground in search of water also. So that's why we can say that here roots are positively hydrotrophic. Then if roots are present under the ground and it develop under the ground, that means they are negatively phototropic. Roots are negatively phototropic. Okay, negatively phototropic means photo means light. Okay, so these are the some characteristics of roots. Okay, at the tip of root, at the tip of root means at the apex portion of root is protected by root cap, means root apex protected by root cap. Here what we can say, this is the root apex, okay, or tip portion of the root. This portion is protected by root cap. So these are the characteristics of roots. Again we will discuss about it. So this is the root. Basically root is present under the ground. That is our first point. That's why we can say that roots are positively geotrophic. Roots develop under the ground and they develop in search of under the ground in search of water. That's why we write here roots are positively hydrotrophic. Roots are negatively phototropic, means they develop under the ground, and photo means light present above the ground. So they do not develop on the ground or above the ground. So roots are negatively phototropic. Root portion is protected by root cap. Okay, so these are the common characteristics of fruits. Our next point is shoot system. This shoot system present above the ground, that means this system is positively phototropic, and this shoot system having different parts. We will see one by one. It is a stem. It is a stem. Then this shoot system or stem containing the leaf. Here fruit. Okay. This is a flower. It is a flower. Suppose it is a bud. Okay. And we can say that this is the branch. Okay. That means this shoot system containing these different parts. Our next point is stem. Stem is present above the ground. So we can say that here stem is positively phototropic. It is positively phototropic. Stem is positively phototropic. Next point is stem is erect. It is erect. Okay. That next point we can say that stem containing nodes and internodes. That means nodes and internodes present. Stem containing nodes and internodes. Now what is the nodes and internode? Suppose it is a stem. On that stem we can find that these types of structure. So this is known as nodes. Suppose it is one node, it is second, it is nodes, and in between two nodes, internode present. So this is the stem, and on that stem there are nodes present, and in between two nodes, internode is present. That means stem containing nodes and internodes. Young stem is having green color. That means we can say that young stem is in green color. Okay. So these are the characteristics of stem. Next point is leaf. Our next point is leaf. I will draw here a diagram of leaf. So it is a rough diagram of leaf. In exam, that draw a diagram, these types of question can come for 2 marks. Okay. So this is the stalk of leaf. It is the stalk of leaf known as the petiole. It is the stalk of leaf known as the petiole. Now here you can easily see this one line known as the mid-rib. Okay, it is known as the mid-rib, or we can say that main vein. Main vein, like our body, it is leaves also having the veins. Okay, so this is the middle portion, or this mid, it is known as the mid vein. These are known as the lateral vein. These types of veins are known as the lateral veins. Okay, these are the lateral veins. These are also known as the lateral veins. Okay. Now this portion which looks in green color, in actual leaf, this portion is known as the leaf lamina. Leaf lamina. Okay. The actual green portion, here you are looking in a white color, but in actual, in a green, in a leaf, that green color part or that leaf is known as that leaf lamina. Okay. At the tip of leaf is known as the leaf apex. It is known as the leaf apex. And here this portion is known as the leaf base. leaf base. Okay, this portion is known as the leaf base. This portion is known as the leaf base. So this is the structure of leaf. I will repeat once again. The stalk of leaf. The stalk of leaf is known as the petiole. The stalk of leaf is known as the petiole. Then above the petiole, that stalk, and from where that lamina starts, that portion is known as the leaf base. That means here. Suppose it is the stalk or petiole, okay, and it is the, so this portion is known as the leaf base. This portion is known as the leaf base. On this is the mid vein, or we can say midrib, okay, main vein, midrib, okay. So we can say this main line is known as the main vein or midrib. There is lateral veins present on the leaf lamina. Okay, these are the lateral or subveins. We can say also subveins. These are the lateral veins or subveins present on the leaf lamina. And at the point of the leaf, that is known as the leaf apex. Okay, so this is the structure of leaf. Our next point is flower. It is a very important point because this diagram or this point is up to 11th or 12th standard. So listen carefully. It is the diagram of flower, structure of typical flower. Now this flower containing stalk. So this stalk of flower is known as the peduncle. This stalk of flower is known as the peduncle. Okay, which is green in color. Okay. Now it is above the peduncle. These are the leaves like structure is present, okay, known as the sepals. These sepals protect these petals at the time of bud condition. Okay, so this is the sepals which is green in color. Now this portion or this part is known as the petals. This part is known as the petals. This part is known as the petals, okay, which is colorful structure or which is present in very different attractive colors. These are the petals, okay. Next point, these are known as the anther. This is the anther. And this is the filament. It is anther and it is filament. So anther and filament together called androecium. This anther and filament together called androecium. Okay, and this androecium is male reproductive organ. These are the male reproductive organ, okay, of flower. So this androecium is the male reproductive organ of flower. Next part is gynoecium. This is stigma. This part is known as the stigma. This middle part is known as the style. This part is known as the style, and this portion is known as this globular portion is known as the ovary. Okay, so it is the style, stigma, style, and ovary. They together call the gynoecium. They are called the gynoecium. Okay, so this is the structure of flower. Okay, I will repeat that structure of flower. The stalk of flower is known as the peduncle. Stalk of flower is known as the peduncle. It is very smooth. Peduncle is containing small hair and it is green in color. On the peduncle there is sepals are present. Sepals are green in color and they protect the petals at the bud condition. These sepals protect the petals at the bud condition. Now what is the petals? This structure is known as the petal, which is present in different types of colors. And what is the role of that petals in the flower? They attract the birds, or we can say insects. Okay, so these are the petals. Okay, next point, which is very important point, that anther and filament. These anther and filaments together called the androecium, which is a male reproductive part. Okay, these anther containing the pollen grains. Okay, now this is the androecium. Okay, this is the androecium. In middle of the flower, in middle of this typical flower, it is known as the stigma. This structure is known as the stigma. This structure is known as the style. This structure is known as the style. And last, or the part which is present on the thalamus, or we can that is known as the ovary. This globular structure is known as the ovary. Okay, and these all stigma, style and ovary together known as the gynoecium, which is female reproductive part. In this way, we have completed our today's topic. In this topic, we learn some basic concepts of plant: root system and shoot system. This is the root system containing the root, and shoot system containing the stem, leaf, flower, fruits and branches. Okay, and their detailed study. If you have any problem regarding to this topic, please message me in comment box.